Top 10 things you need to do to prepare for the coronavirus. 10 reasons the coronavirus should terrify you. 10. Stockpile food and water. Dying from hunger is terrible, and it can take as many as 70 days. However, without liquids, dehydration will lead to death in just 3 or 4. Be sure to stockpile a couple of months of canned and dehydrated food per person. Military rations pack a ton of calories and have a shelf life of up to 5 years, so get some if you can. 9. Buy essential tools. If a big portion of the population dies off quickly, you're going to have to fend for yourself, and that means you're going to need some tools. You'll need to have a standard set of tools in a toolbox. Most importantly, it should include a hammer, screwdriver set, a wrench, and a multi-tool. 8. Stock up on disinfectant. Plague doctors wore strange masks with beaks filled with herbs meant to purify the air as they breathed. This was because they thought disease was spread through bad smells. That idea has been disproven, but it does give us a good example of how to prepare yourself when an infection is airborne or spread through touch. 7. Create a safe room and house. You're going to need to keep your house safe, and that means you'll have to turn to that trusty item. It's easy to tear, sticks to everything, and will help you secure your home and keep the virus out. And while you're buying the tape, grab a bunch of plastic drop cloths. 6. Prep your immune system. The only defense our bodies have against a potentially deadly infection is its immune system. The best way to keep yourself in fighting shape is to take everything from lysine and vitamin C to exercising regularly. 5. Create a bug-out bag. One of the earliest things a government will do when there's an outbreak is to quarantine the infected areas. This has happened in Wuhan, and within a relatively short period of time, more than 10 million people have been forced to stay put. If the same thing happens where you are, you may find yourself forced to flee with little or no notice. In these situations, it's always good to have a bug-out bag ready. 3. Prepare for a barter economy. If the outbreak wipes out a large portion of the local population, the survivors will be left to pick up the pieces. All of that precious cash you got out of the bank may not be much good in the aftermath. You're going to need to tap into history and learn the benefits of a barter economy. Everything in a post-pandemic situation will rely on trade. Nobody is going to give up their penicillin for a bar of gold or a wad of cash. 2. Get hold of some boredom busters. Once an outbreak occurs and spreads to your area, you may find yourself quarantined for a long time. If the power has gone out, you can forget about watching The Mandalorian or playing Fortnite. 1. Prepare for the worst. It's possible that someone in your group will die. When that happens, their body will begin to decompose almost immediately. It will release stored gases and excrement, and it can still spread disease.